Hello guys, you spend days, weeks, and sometimes even months to build a complete app on your own. In this video, you are going to see how to submit your app to the Play Store. That is, how you are going to share it with the world. Before making your app rock and roll on Play Store, you need to understand the following steps. Number one, you need to pay a registration fee of $25. I know it's kind of annoying to pay the money to submit your app to the Play Store, but trust me, it is way cheaper than Apple, for which you need to pay $99 an year, and that is recurring. If your age is 10 plus and a budding developer, I would suggest you to create a developer account and start publishing your apps on Play Store so that the time you want to join an university or any MNC, your profile can easily get the better of the competitors at the screening process itself. How about having a little money in your pocket while developing your skills? By using certain ad features and in app purchases, you can actually monetize your app, which will be updated in the upcoming videos. Now, how this tutorial is going to be different from the rest. A reference image has been added whenever it is required so that a 10-year-old can actually understand what exactly he is doing while submitting his app to the Play Store. I would love to see whatever the app that you have published in Play Store. Please feel free to share the link in comment section. Let's get started. Every app you publish must have a version code and a version name. Version code will not be visible to the Google Play users. It is just used by other apps to check whether your app has been upgraded or downgraded. It defaults to 1 and it should be increased by 1 every time you make a successive change, whether it is a major one or minor one. You need to change the version code, and whereas with the version name, the initial version name would be 1.0, which can be updated to 1.1 after a minor change and 2.0 after a major change. You will need to increase the version code and change the version name of your application whenever you upload a new version to the Play Store. Once you're done making your app, you can download your Android APK by clicking on Build and then select App Save APK to my computer. It will take quite some time to get downloaded. Yeah, it's done. Once you have the APK, you are ready to begin the publishing process. For that, you can now go to Google Play Console by clicking on New tab and then typing in as developer.android.com. You need a developer account in order to launch your own app to the Play Store. For creating a developer account, just click on Launch Play Console. In this page, you need to give a developer name. I'm going to give my company name. You can provide your own name and then give a secondary contact email address. Specify the contact number along with the country code. After this, you need to accept their terms and conditions and then click on Create Account and Pay. So after this step, you need to pay a one-time registration fee of $25 to the Google Play Store by using a credit card and debit card. Submit all the necessary information required and then click on Buy. And you will be redirected to a page like this. Click on Create App and provide the necessary information, like you need to type in the name of the app. For now, I'm going to submit my Space Impact game, and hence I'm typing in the app name as Space Impact. Select the default language. I'm not going to make any changes in that. And then you have a category where you need to select whether it is an application or a game. Select game I'm going to launch it for free, so I'm going to select the free option. Whereas if you want to submit a paid application and which requires some in-app purchases and everything, for that make sure you go to setup and then select the payments profile and then complete this process of creating payments profile before proceeding to a paid application. All right. And then click inside all the terms and conditions and then select create app. You will be redirected to this Google's dashboard Play console where the Google team has prepared a step-by-step instruction to submit your app to Play Store. But in this session, we're going to focus only on the steps required to get your app published in the production. So we'll take a quick shortcut. And once you started to publish your apps to Play Store, the Google's dashboard is going to look different. It consists of only the metrics and analysis for the app published, and you will not be seeing the step-by-step instructions by the Google team. All you need to do is use this navigation menu. So it's always better to use this navigation menu for production. Let's start setting up the app. For that, first let us focus on the app content. Scroll down to the end of the Google Play console and you'll find this option called App Content. We need to complete each and every step in this app content menu. So first let us check out the privacy policy. So adding a privacy policy is not mandatory, but it is always a best practice to add this to make your app look professional. So I'll be telling you how to generate a privacy policy for your application. So let's click on the start button. So in this text box, you will be allowed to type in your privacy policy URL that you are going to generate soon. So open your tab and then type in privacy policy for app. Go to this link called privacypolicies.com. Here it is. So let's straight away go to this privacy policy generator. So I'm going to create this privacy policy for my application. So select app and then click on next step. Here you can give in the app name. I'm going to type in as Space Impact. Entity type, I'm a business. You can submit your business name. Address if needed. Select the country. And then state. Click on next step. So this is the most important checkbox you need to click in, like what are all the information that you are going to collect from your users. So this is basically a gaming app and I'm not going to collect any kind of information from the user, but still in order to give a detailed explanation, I'm going to give like a first name and last name, if needed phone numbers or others. It does not require any kind of information like a location, phone book or camera. If so, you can select any one of the things and then click on next step. And in this step, you need to provide a way of contact for your users. I'm going to let them contact me by using my business email ID, which is support at futurebots.com and then click on next. So this is not a mandatory thing. You can straight away go and select I don't want a professional privacy policy because this is a paid one. Of course, we don't want that. Click on next step, then provide the necessary email address to which the privacy policy needs to be delivered. And then select the generate button. Automatically, you will be getting a confirmation link in your mail. And then You just need to copy this privacy policy link, go back to the console, and then paste the privacy policy URL here. And at last, click the Save button. Once it is saved, you need to go back to the previous page. Now you can see the privacy policy comes under the completed list. Let's focus on the next content, which is ads. Click on Start. So my app doesn't contain any ads. I have not added any ad mob components or in-app purchases to my application. Hence, I'm going to choose No, my app does not contain ads, and then select Save. Once the changes has been applied, go back. This time, go for the app access. My app is not restricted to any kind of people, like I'm not creating this app for my organization or anything. I'm just created it for the public use, and hence I'm going to select all functionality is available without special access, and then click on Save button. Go back, content ratings, click on Start. So obviously you need to receive ratings for your app, right? So click on Start questionnaire. In this section, type in your email address in case if the rating authorities wanted to contact you, and under which category this app belongs. So mine is a gaming app, so I'm selecting game. Click on next. In this, select no for every question that is provided. And then click on save. Click on the next button and then submit. Now going back to the app content. Next, we are going to focus on the target audience and content. Click on Start. In this page, you need to select the target age group for your application. I'm going to make my Space Impact game available for all the age groups starting from 5. Click on Next. So they will display a pop-up. They just want to make sure that your app is safe and easier for the children to use. Click on OK. The next page is you need to fill in the app details. It is not going to collect any kind of personal information, so click on No and then agree to the terms and conditions. Third page, since we didn't add any ads or in-app purchases, we don't need to much worry about this topic. On page 4, my app is not designed for families. At last, they will provide a quick summary of all the details you have provided under app content. At last, click on the Save button. Once it is done, go back to app content. Now we need to finish only one more step, which is news app. And this is definitely not a news based application. So click on Start and then select No and save. So with this, we have finished one large step, which is completing the app content. Let's move on to the next section. Next, when you go back to dashboard, you will see a progress bar listing out all your progressions. Now let us focus on store settings. Under navigation panel, select store settings. And this is the most important page because here you need to provide your app information that best describes your app content. The information provided in this page will be helpful for the users to discover your application in the Google Play Store. So my app is obviously a game, and under category, I'm going to choose adventure. And then here you will be allowed to provide tags similar to YouTube or any other social media tags, and the maximum limit for adding tag is 5. So make sure you select the best suitable one for your application. I'm going to select Adventure, and we can select Shooter, Shoot 'em Up Simulation. Yeah, that's it. And then click on Apply. After adding all the necessary tags, you need to provide the store listing, contact details. So this piece of information will be shown to the Google Play Store users in case if they want to contact you. Type in your phone number and then your website address. If you don't have any website, don't worry, you can leave it empty. Provide your phone number along with country code, then click on Save. Next, click on Main Store Listing under Store Presence. And this is where we are going to give some important details about our app, which is going to be displayed for all the Play Store users. So my app name is Space Impact, obviously. I have typed in that. Then under short description, I'm going to give some 2 to 3 lines of description about my application. And then for full description, there is no word limit. Like you can add up to 4,000 words in this. And since this is a demo, I'm going to add some short description of 300 words. Now under graphics section, you need to add your app icon. Remember, your app icon must be in PNG or JPEG format, and that size level must be between 512 pixels cross 512 pixels and up to 1 megabyte size. Click on upload. I've already reduced the size. Matching the level provided by them. And for featuring graphic also they have some size restriction. You can always make changes in their size by editing it using MS Paint. Now you need to provide a demonstration video of your application. In my case, I don't have any demonstration videos. I'm simply going to add my tutorial video of Space Impact. But it is always recommended to create a demonstration video attractively so that your users will be watching the video and get attracted. And now you need to add some screenshots of how your application will look like. For this, you need to add 3 different types. One is for phone, 7-inch tablet, and 10-inch tablet screenshots. Right now, I have only phone screenshots. So I'm going to click on upload. I'm going to make use of my existing images. And then click on Save button. So the last and final step of our app release is production. Select production under navigation panel. Go to countries and regions. Add countries or regions in which you want our application to be published. In this case, I'm not going to focus on any one particular country to release my app. So I'm going to select all the countries and regions and then add. My app will be visible to all 176 countries when it is released in Play Store. Go back to releases, click on create new release. In this case, always click on continue. I'm not going to give much detailed information about Play app signing. This is simply like you are allowing the Google Play Store to manage your app signing key. So on the next step, you need to upload your app bundle or APK. So I have my APK downloaded from App Inventor. Click on upload. Select the APK file. So once you upload the APK file, all the release name and release notes, release name will be automatically updated, but release notes, since it is an initial release, we don't need to give much information here. So but next time when you are releasing an updated version of this app, at that time you need to specify what are all the updates that you are providing, like what are all the bugs you have fixed in this particular version, and those information can be provided in this release note section. And then click on save. All the necessary details has been added. Now click on review release. In this way you are submitting your app to the Google Play Store and waiting for review. So this usually takes for about 1 to 3 days to complete the review and the app to get produced in your Play Store. We have 3 warnings. You don't need to worry much about it, because in the recent version of Google Play Console, they accept only the app bundles and APKs are less likely to be uploaded. But still, MIT App Inventor is going to release a new version where you can, instead of downloading the APK format, you can download this. You can straight away download this app bundle. So till then we can always upload our APK, since we are creating only short sized app and not much bigger in size. We don't need to much worry about that thing. And then click on start rollout to production. Click on rollout. That's it. So with this we have come to the end of this video. If you have any doubts regarding the app development or app releasing to Play Store, always don't hesitate to contact me via my email, which is support@futurebots.com. Let's meet once again in some other video. Bye bye.